Maxpeedingrods, since 2006. They are the people that make these diesel heaters, and as far as I'm aware, this is the only one of its kind anywhere in the world. That the only place you can get one of these. I'm going to show you what's inside, but I'm going to then tell you why it is you need one of these kind. Draws air in there, blows hot air out there, because inside here is a little sort of like engine, combustion chamber that makes the air around it very, very hot. So when the air goes in there, it goes over the hot surface and then comes out of there hot. So there are no fumes, no exhaust or anything, no bad smells coming out of here. It's just air passing over something that is very hot. Underneath is where the exhaust and the inlet is. So that will sit outside your van. There's a rubber seal around it. You can also seal it with some sealant as well. Air in, exhaust out. No fumes inside your vehicle. It's a myth that they make your van smell, or you can smell fumes or all that. If you can smell fumes in your van, your diesel is broken. Okay, so that is it basically. New things about this is it's a new kind of plug, which also has a clip on it to stop the plug from coming undone, which is brand new. Very different from what we expected before from diesel heaters. You can stay there. What's this, 5 litres maybe? A new kind of tank. I don't know how big that is actually. Let's see the connections inside there. Got a new kind of tank, a new way of doing it. Bizarrely, the tank has a threaded thing on the bottom, which is not how they came before. They came completely sealed and you made your own hole in it. These now have a plastic threaded nipple on there, and a threaded thing, other kind of nipple, ready to put your pipe to. That is a new improvement. Now, this setup that I'm about to show you has lots of different new things about it, new improvements, and that is one of them. Now you don't have to make your own hole in there, you don't have to faff around drilling it and trying to thread a bit of wire through to pull the pipe through. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Another little improvement. Maxpeedingrods have been listening to people, watching many videos on YouTube of people installing them and trying to make improvements. That is a little improvement. However, not everybody wants to use that tank. A lot of people want it to go into their main tank of their van. That is fine, but if not, this is ready for you to just pop that on. This is not, by the way, QVC again. I'm literally just showing you because you're going to be impressed by this. I promise you, you're going to be impressed by this. There's a reason why you need this. And you've probably already guessed by the title of this video what it is. Right, there you go. There's the box of bits. Now, a few things in here that are good. Maxpeedingrods provide you with your own set of fuel-resistant gloves. So you can put these on while you're installing it to keep the fuel off your hands, because being a diesel heater installer, I already know that you get covered in diesel. Got fuel-resistant gloves, and also they are branded. Little improvements. They're little things that drive me wild. New wiring harness. Check this out. A new wiring harness. So it all comes with this like a braided sheath now, which is better than it was before. It was just bare wires before. Different kind of plug for the diesel heater monitor. That is for the fuel pump. And then that is the one for the heater itself, the main plug. And as you can see, it's got the little locking thing on that it's not going to come undone. It comes fused itself, and also the next best thing about this is the positive and negative are the same length and full length. Before on these heaters, you got a really long positive and a really short earth wire. Whereas now, they're both the same length and both very, very long. So it's literally as simple as connecting that up to your fuse board, or even straight to your battery because it's already fused. We're getting 2 outlet vents rather than 1, which is an improvement. We get a T-piece here so we can have it firing off each way to those vents. We even get heat wrap for the exhaust now, which is something you didn't usually get, or you don't usually get. Heat wrap for the exhaust. Just little things, little improvements that make these diesel heaters better than before. Exhaust silencer, kind of similar to before. That is the new monitor. New and improved, like nothing you've seen before. And then the remote control is again even better than it ever was before, and also branded. That leads me on to the main feature of this diesel heater. It's Bluetooth. Just take a minute to think about that. Bluetooth, so you can use it from your phone. So when you've got apps on your phone, you can turn your diesel on, you can turn it off, you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can set timers, all that through your phone. So all of this now doesn't even need to be on display. You don't have to have anything on display anymore. One of the old complaints about the old kind of diesel heater is that this display is always lit up, and sometimes at night it makes your van quite bright in blue and red and all that kind of thing. But now you don't need any of this. You don't have to have any of that. It's all done by your phone. So when you've already got apps like Victron Connect and apps for turning your lights on and off and all that kind of thing, you've now got an app that powers your diesel heater. That is amazing. Before, people used an extra thing that you had to buy to program in to be able to use it through your phone. There was a thing where you could send a text to a thing that then turned your diesel heater on. None of that anymore. It's all been streamlined and it is all included in this. So in the instructions, there is an app. I will show you that in a sec. I've already installed one of these. It's with Bluetooth. The app is called Parking Electric. There is a link and a QR code in the box in the instructions here, which tells you all about how to set that up. But there we go, Stavros Warmer, which is what the heater is now called, and it's got a picture of me on it for it. So when the customer takes the van, they get to look at a picture of me every time they open their app. But here you can set the temperature on whatever you want on this slidey scale. In the app you can set up your nickname and you can set up your profile picture, you can set up the time zone, all of that jazz. You can set up a different theme and go through the instructions on what to do. Create a scene, launch time, tap to run, weather changes, schedule and all that jazz. And then your own profile, create a home page, message center to get help, and then frequently asked questions and feedback, all there if you need it. This is so interactive, it's now a smart diesel heater. Okay, now on this page here, you can set the temperature to whatever you want using the sliding scale, from 0 all the way to 40 degrees. We'll set it at 25 degrees for the time being. Set it to 25 degrees for the time being. We can go smart mode, we can go up and down, and there we go. Turn it on. You can turn that sound off, don't worry. Even when setting up, you can just have it to pump oil so that it can pump the fuel through from the fuel tank. You can go on fan mode, just have the fan on to blow air in. Auto, you can have it to, you can just set it to auto to do as it pleases, or smart mode.